Wednesdays live 2 through 6. Feel free to call in. We can talk about multiple subjects. Settled on Screen is a show to celebrate the achievements at Twin Galaxies, world record chasing, all the database, good stuff, drama, that kind of stuff. I don't have my normal co-host to argue with me, so please chime in. We'll do our best to keep our show. Also, part of the reason we're using a web camera right now, it's what's going on is we're getting a new studio here, so we still have power in our current studio, but we've had to start taking apart our main studio. So the big professional camera's gone. Probably actually works better today. Dust. Another thing, we may or may not be here in 2 weeks. It all depends on the construction of the new studio. At least me and Nick plan to possibly make a tape show available for you, all depending on the construction of the show or not. So just stay tuned to the Facebook page or Jace next week on State of the Galaxy. So welcome everybody to the chat. Zagcag's here as usual. It's the Combat King is here. John Brissy, congratulations. You're it's no longer a Wingstop gift card. It's now our new sponsor is Buffalo Wild Wings for all those world records you guys break. I know a few guys have been waiting on their gift cards this year, but we've dropped the sponsorship. We've picked up a new sponsor, and by picking up the new sponsor, no more Wingstop. So Wingstop had us for a while, and then they had some copyright infringement problems with us. So we've changed to Buffalo Wild Wings. So those cards are coming to the 2016 winners. They're actually going to be mailed out tonight after the show. So we got them all here. So make sure you guys submit some scores to the Twin Galaxies database. So make sure you tune in. So without further ado, meat and potatoes of the show. Let's congratulate a few select world records for the past 2 weeks. Here we go. It's all me. No Glenn. Congratulations to Brian Woodward from the United States on MAME Sidetrack on the Twin Galaxies tournament settings. 92,980 points. I believe that is from the crap tournament. I'll kind of briefly go over that. Maybe we'll have somebody signing in to talk about it a little bit, as well as the upcoming Internet Gaming Bash of the year 2016. We'll talk about that here shortly, as much as possibly can tonight. I believe another one from the crap tournament. Oh, no, this was not. This was after the crap tournament. This is one of the games that was in it. Tugboat, 1,001 points by Job McCurdy. So very awesome performance. I believe the top score in the crap tournament was about 968 points. We'll find out when we go through it. That is definitely, I'd like to call it a crap game for sure. Back over to the Pinball Arcade. I announce these scores every week just because I like Pinball Arcade. Congratulations to Terrence O'Neill from New York, New York. 1,639,750 points for El Dorado City of Gold pinball table on the Pinball Arcade. That's on season 3, I believe. I'm not quite sure. And a few of you I noticed have sent me a message here. Yes, the announcer voice is coming out. When I'm not talking to anybody else and I'm reading by myself, it turns into a hockey broadcast. So pardon if it sounds a little bit too different. A little announcer is just a natural thing that I do when I'm doing voiceover work. So it turns on that twang. Congratulations to Brandon Thinton of Texarkana, Texas. I don't know if I've said that correct yet. On the 3DO, very new submission, first submission to the 3DO here in the new era of Twin Galaxies. Road Rash. The track is the Peninsula number 1. There's a 2 as well. Fastest race, 3 minutes 8 seconds, 0.41. Nice job. That's something I actually was planning to get around to. I just haven't done it. Welcome everybody. Yes, he's the Road Rash champion of the world for 3DO, but there's PC, there's There's Sega Genesis too. I believe that's Mark Cohen right now. So hi, Carrie. Nice job on all the what do we call it? All the Just Dance stuff you're doing with Guinness. That's great information. When are you going to submit a score to Twin Galaxies? We're waiting on that, Carrie. We got some challenge here on beating those 3DOs. Let's get on to the next one. I know I'll mispronounce his name once again. That's why I have Nick and Glenn do this. Greg DeJeffinet, I believe, is DeJeffinet from St. Petersburg, Missouri, for Atari 20, game 1, difficulty 1, 31 points from Greg. Definitely Atari 26 master for sure. Let's go for a little bit more. The Sega Genesis Mortal Kombat points world record has been beaten. The new score, 11,940,500 points from, oh God, here comes another one. Fernando Zagarzota. Zagarazza. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Where's Nick and Josh and Glenn when you need them? Like I said, I shouldn't be in front of the camera anymore. But congratulations, Fernando. I bet there might be a few challenges to that. I'm not quite sure. Using Raiden, of course. I know that was a already outdated. Mine went through today. Oh, I'm behind. Okay, so there's a new points record according to the Combat King. I wasn't. These are prepared likely in 2 weeks. You know, if I feel that it's worthwhile reading, of course, buddy. Another, I don't want to say huge world record, but another accomplishment from John McAllister from Seattle, Washington. Of course, he is the marathon world record holder on asteroids, but now he's the tournament. Tournament is 5 ships only. For the classic game for Atari, 285,160 points. I remember when we started doing the Twin Galaxies podcast about about 5 to 6 years ago, we were reading that Asteroids tournament record, and that was maybe about 113,000. So that's pretty neat how we've evolved. I know it's gone back and forth for a few people we've read on this show, but it's just nice to see that score doubled. I love the 5-man tournament. I believe it's most points per life. Like I said, you give me 1 life, and I think those records get impressive. Where the marathon where it gives you 1,000 billions of free lives. Like John could probably play forever if he didn't have to sleep. Excuse me, there's no time for pausing when you're by yourself. And lastly, but not least, these are just select few world records as I'm hitting the wrong ones. I've already seen John's. Congratulations to a very newcomer to the Twin Galaxies database, David Lynn for the United Kingdom, a new world record holder on Galaxian. 2,010,000 points. An amazing job. Approximately 7.5, maybe 8. I believe it was 7 hours and 45 minutes was the attempt on this world. Well, he obviously got the world record, but a submission of 7 hours and 45 minutes. I did not verify that. So nice job, David. Welcome to the Twin Galaxies database. I'm curious if we'll see anything from you in the future. The funny part is, where were you I think it was about 13 years ago, Billy Mitchell, he sent out a bounty. I wish Walter was here. He could tell me for sure, but he put out a bounty on Galaxian. Whoever got 1 million points, Billy Mitchell was going to write out a check for $1,000, I believe. My history might be wrong, but I know there was a bounty sponsored by Billy Mitchell quite a long time ago. So to see that score doubled now is amazing. I know no one got the bounty back then. I know we've had 1 million. I believe second place is 1.4 million. But great patience. Go ahead, check it out. Go to the Twin Galaxies webpage. Go to the Galaxian. Search the scoreboard. You can watch the performance if you want to watch 7 hours of Galaxian. The impressive part is For those of you who've played Galaxian and Galaga, I don't want to say you can't go back and forth, but Galaxian takes a very, very patient player, especially if you love Galaga. I mean, I love playing Galaga, but then you go back to playing Galaxian, and you're like, well, this is no fun anymore. So the fact that he got 2 million with the patience of shooting one bullet at a time, it just an awesome job. So congratulations, David. Like I'm in shock based on this world record. So that's just a select few world records from the past week on the Twin Galaxies database. If you guys are new to the show, I see a few new faces popping into the chat. Twin Galaxies chat has been tracking world records on video games since 1981, since I was born. For those of you who've seen King of Kong, that's what the fame is about. So those of you joining us, make sure you go there, register, check it out. There's some tournaments we'll be talking about. I mean, it's more of a classic thing, not the new games, not so much esports, but we do have, the H1Z1 competition is definitely is populating the scoreboards for sure. So anybody have any questions, please, chime into the chat. If you guys want to come into the chat with me, I got Twin Galaxies Live 2. If you want to be on screen too, but Twin Galaxies Live 3 through 6 are available if you don't want to show your beautiful face in the upper hand corner over here. So I just wanted to talk about, we got a few upcoming that where's my mouse? Brand new 4K monitor. My mouse is so small on the screen, I can't see what I'm doing. Here we go. There we go. Let's get rid of this. There we go. All right. So this is the tournament.twingalaxies.com page for those of you who have never gone to it. Let's see. Let me show you how to get there. It's real simple. Maybe. Here we go. We have the Twin Galaxies website. There's a little tab up here. Somewhere in here. Oh, we'll talk about that later. I'll need some voices to talk about the other Twin Galaxies headlines. Carrie, how do you Skype into Twin Galaxies Live? You just got to get on Skype and type TG Live 2 and call that, I guess, username. Call TG Live 2. TG Live 2. That's simple. You call that and you will sign into our chat and you will be live. Just make sure you mute your regular screen, because otherwise you'll get a loop. So once you get in the chat, you'll be able to hear me, and we'll talk a little bit about if you want to, your Guinness. What's going on with you? So what am I looking for here? Let me go over the. We do have some shout outs. I know I do have to get to. Give me 1 second. Nick's not here, so. Luckily, Nick reminded me before I go on this. I know we have some order. Like I said, this is an unplanned show tonight, and I wasn't sure if we were going to make it or not. But what we got to do is we got to thank some of our new fans, or fans that we've known of the show. We just want to get a shout out to Robert in California. Thanks for watching the show. We got Steven from Phoenix who wanted to shout out, who's going to be submitting some score on the on the Apple II, we found out. And we also do want to say hello to Jessica and Julie. We had a great time, great fans of our show. We met them up at the Dixie Chicks concert. Nick wanted to go Dixie Chicks. They got a couple. They're good musicians, but they're just not my music. So thanks for you guys. Just a shout out. Thanks for watching our show. We got to do this a little bit more often. So what am I looking for here, ladies and gentlemen? I got off subject. Sorry. I just want to remember those people. Twin Tournament Arena. Okay, so Twin Galaxies talks about video game world records and all that good stuff, but there's also ongoing tournaments. So I'm going to fast forward to the Internet Gaming Bash of the Year, and then I'll come back to the crap tournament. That's pretty much what it is, crap video games. Coming up July 5th through August 2nd online. the Internet Gaming Bash of the Year. Basically, what is that? That's MAME games. And what, for those of you, what MAME is, MAME is an arcade emulator that plays all the old games: Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man, Galaga, Asteroids, or the newer ones, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Captain America and the Avengers. Basically, any arcade port. So what this is a team competition of games. The games have not been selected yet. Yes, we do play games. I might play games a little bit later on in the show, especially the pace we're going at tonight. Actually, you know what? I'm going to show you last year's Internet Gaming Bash of the Year, because it'll explain it for the new people who are joining us today. Basically, it's a commutative score where you play a specific amount of games within a certain time frame. Either play online, stream it on Twitch, or you can video record it and submit an IMP for those of you smart enough who know what MAME are and play by MAME. Like I said, try to talk to the new people joining our show tonight. Basically, we play these old games. Here we go, Miss Pac-Man. So everybody gets a chance to play Miss Pac-Man from July to August, and they put it in their top score, and each team, based on placings, gets a certain amount of points, like the Olympics. The best 5 players from each team get points. As you see here, then we play all these games. I mean, look how many... web browser. Not doing well today. Got a new new operating system. I finally got Windows Pro because I have a dual core processor. I'm just doing a great job here, folks, tonight. Where's Nick? Oh, we do have. Oh, hi, Andrew. Welcome. Welcome to Watch the Twin Galaxies. Oh, you want me? Oh, I should redo the shout out. She wasn't in the room. Oh, see, that's the problem with setting out on the screen. So, I don't know which one is your. I'm assuming Jessica. I don't know, Jessica or Julie. I don't know whose son you are, but awesome.
He
nice.
said Julie's son.
Oh, Julie's son.
Yeah.
I can't read tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Julie's son, or Julie. It was a pleasure hanging out with you at the Dixie Chicks concert, talking about video games and stuff like that. So very cool. Thanks for watching the show tonight and every week, or more importantly on YouTube or iTunes. So, all right, where I was. I wonder if Carrie's going to come into Twin Galaxies Live too. Let's see. All right, maybe I'm looking at the wrong screen. Here we go. All right, tournament. Back to the Internet Gaming Bashing of the Year coming up. So let me finish. I talked about, we played all these games. Played Miss Pac-Man, Mr. Drew's Wild Ride, San. Great game. You guys should definitely pick that up. Rainbow Islands, sequel to, I guess, Bubble Bobble, maybe. Tetris, Outrun, all these classic great games. Super out for the Atari. Playing them all on your computer for MAME. Basically, like I said, it's just an emulator on your computer. Play on Twitch. And all those points add up, and everybody's on a team as you look at the screen there. MAME Action Replay, a website dedicated to MAME and all the awesome scores. Twin Galaxies came in 5th last year. It was very disappointing. Jace Hall was going to give out some hooded sweatshirts to the winning team, but obviously my team failed, and probably because I was on it. So hopefully it's free to play. Let's see if I can do this right. Yes, if you go to tournaments.twingalaxies.com, for those of you who are new, who have never played MAME, if you check out the forums, people will help you get a MAME emulator working in all the games that will be selected. Go ahead, check through all the rules, register for a team. Which team do you want to be on? Well, some of you guys already have experience. It looks like Donkey Kong Forum is going to have a big team, MAME Action Replay. I can't believe Twin Galaxies only has 13 players. And Screenshot Hotties, I believe, or Screenshotties. That's the team, our co-host Glenn, who's not here. I believe he's on that team. So that's the team to beat. Carrie, I don't know if it work well on the on your iPhone, you're more than welcome to try. We might mute you if it just doesn't work, but go ahead and please try. Oh yeah, Glenn's on. Oh yeah. So is Captain Jive Pants. So that's the team you don't want to be on. I'm joking. And I do believe that Twin Galaxy needs to create a tutorial for submitting on all sorts of emulators. I believe there should be a tutorial on how to get MAME to work on your computer. I asked my buddy Don to send me a zip file with all the correct ROMs, the CHDs, all in the right place so I can just play. I just can't get it to work. So that's just me. So go ahead, register for the Internet Gaming Bash. I like called bashing. I don't know why. Bashing of the year. So that's gonna be it's gonna be a fun time. A lot of people.
Oh, I can't see him.
Hi. How you doing?
Pretty good. I'm technology challenged. How are you doing?
You're taking what challenge? I got to turn you down.
No, I'm technology challenged. Here we go. I don't normally Skype or Twitch.
Well, that's okay. Oh, I am too. So I have some geek talk. I'll talk to you after a little bit. So what's going on, Carrie? I've seen a lot of posts on Facebook about all the Just Dance.
I'm on Auto's Video Games More right now. I'm taking a break. I'm training today. I'm doing about 12 to 16 hours, so I'm taking an hour break right now.
Oh, for training for what?
For another world record. It's going to be streamed on Twin Galaxies on July 22nd through 23rd. I'm going to do it live on Twin Galaxies Twitch channel.
Okay, so you guys heard that. So make sure you put your calendars. I'm assuming that's a weekend. Sorry, I don't have a calendar in front of me. I don't have any production assistants.
It's going to be on a Friday. It's my last day being 39 years old, and then at midnight I'll turn 40 years old. We're going to do my birthday.
Okay. So what time are you starting on that day? Is there a specific time?
I'm starting on July 22nd. I'm starting at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. It'll end on 10 a.m. on July 23rd.
Wow, that's a lot of dancing. I always playing Rock Band for a ridiculous amount of time, but Just Dance would just be, that would be that's gonna be pretty brutal. I'm not jealous. I'm not jealous at all.
It's a warm up because this last summer I did 6 days. I did 138 hours and 34 seconds. So it's just a warm up, 24 hours.
Just a warm up. So okay, well that's awesome. Well, it's excited. So make sure you guys check your mark your calendars. Of course, we'll be posting it on here. And hey, will that work out perfectly? What's today? The 10th? Yeah, 24th. You're going on what day?
July 22nd through 23rd.
22nd? That's perfect, because we'll probably be off. That's awesome. Yes. You should go on every Friday when our studio closes here for the summer. That'd be great. We'll just call it Carrie Settles It on the screen. That's all. Just be you dancing. Ow.
Yeah, we'll be announcing it. The poster will come out on Monday, on first day of E3.
Oh, very cool. Awesome. Well, that's exciting. So I'm glad you called in. So I know that. That's awesome. So now everybody else knows.
Hi, everyone on Settle on the Screen. I'm a big fan.
That's awesome. So are you going to play anything other than Just Dance, or is it just going to be Just Dance? Do you play any other video games? Just an honest question.
Yeah, I do. I mean, I've been playing Dance Dance Revolution in the arcade for 16 years. So that's where I began in summer of 2000. And I still play. I'm semi-retired. I play only 12 hours a week, 3 days a week, 4 hours each time. I go to the arcade. And then on the weekends, I like to play Just Dance. And I mixed it up with running as well. And so I like to do running. But I've been gaming since I was 5 years old. So I grew up playing Atari and Nintendo. Those are my roots. And classic arcade. Right in my but it's just now I do extra gaming only.
Oh wow, that's a lot. I wish I could play some more. But,
so I work out like 35, 55 hours a week, and I have a personal trainer that I work with 3 days a week for an hour each time on top of all of that.
And you're a teacher, right? Am I
I'm
correct?
a teacher.
And you're a teacher, which is Well, you're done teaching, right? Because you're out in your school year ends earlier, doesn't it?
Yeah. We're my last day of work was Friday, so I'm in heaven, gamer heaven. I'm just dancing or playing DDR 12 to 16 hours a day. It's awesome.
Oh, very cool. So, does it cut? I'm assuming it cuts back when school starts, of course.
That what?
I'm assuming you cut back when school starts, right? Starts back up.
No, I still maintain a crazy schedule, and I still work out quite a bit, and 35, 55 hours a week, depending on where I am in the schedule to get to the world record. I like to stair step it so that you build up the momentum. And but I also play with the kids at school. I run like 3 or 4 different programs at my school with using Extra Gaming and GoNoodle.com. And so I also exercise at work probably like 2 hours with the kids.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I think it's my side. Okay. Oh, we have a freeze. I don't know if we can. I don't know if you can hear us. Yeah, it might have been my end too. That's Skype.
No,
you
you're freezing. So I work out with the kids at school too, like 2 hours a day, because I run like different programs. So I'm always exercising.
That's awesome. I was about to ask, I guess I'll still ask the question, but what do the kids think of your world record attempts?
They love it. In fact, most of my district is quite supportive. They put a trophy case in my school, and they have all my certificates. Every magazine or book I've ever been in, we have it right there in the office for everyone to see, all the kids, for inspiration and motivation. And then in my classroom, I have all my certificates and posters and stuff hanging up, and the kids love it. They always say, my teacher's a world record holder. And when I get older, I'm going to be a teacher and a runner, marathon runner, and a world record holder like her. So it's really fun. And the kids, I've written a lot of grants. I've gotten a lot of equipment at the school for PE. And so they enjoy seeing that. And a lot of my parents volunteer at all my world records, as well as staff members. So it's really fun. All my world records have my parents, has people from my school that work. It has my running community. I used to do acting in the theater. I was a zombie. And so I have all my zombie friends, and then I have all my gaming friends. So it's a really fun, a mix of friends that I have that come out to help support my world records. And my last one was 150 friends that came out for it.
Wow. Live. Oh, that's amazing.
I know a lot of people.
Well, that's great that they come out and support you. We do have a question from the chat. Are you going to go for any of the old school DDR records on the actual arcade machines? Maybe, I'm assuming he's asking, would you submit them to Twin Galaxies?
I consider myself semi-retired with Dance Dance Revolution. My last world record I did with Dance Dance Revolution was in 2011 and 2012. A marathon world record. I did 16 hours, and then in 2011 and 2012 I did 21 hours and 56 minutes, so 22 hours. But no, I do not plan on doing any more Dance Dance Revolution world records. I just enjoy playing it as a gamer for 12 hours a week.
Okay, there you go, folks. There's your answer. You don't have to worry about her breaking your score world records. So go ahead.
No.
Your DDR records.
Yeah, I still play. 12 hours a week, but I do not plan to play. I'm quite honest. I do not plan to break any more world records with DDR or with Dance Central. And I hold one with Dance Central as well. So
very cool.
It's all about that right there. Just dance.
I'm trying to search something real quick. So cool. Anybody have any questions for Carrie? Please spout them out in the chat. Thanks for joining us. I'm going to keep going with I want to cover the crap tournament. That sounds crappy, but we're playing words. Where's
now,
Glenn?
Mike, will you be over at E3 next week?
I will not be this year, unfortunately. At this point, I'm assuming Jace will be there, and some of the Twin Galaxies crew will be there. But no, I will not be at E3 this year. I've actually been posting all these E3 memories from when me and Walter went about 2 or 3 years ago, and oh man, I'd love to have Walter talk about our ridiculous adventures and how it's crazy when you go to if I don't know if Walter's going this year. I maybe should send him a message. But if you I'm assuming you're going this year, or no?
Yeah, I'll be back this year again.
Okay,
I'm doing
cool.
something with the ES. This is my second year partnering with the Entertainment Software Association, so I'll be doing another E3 teacher takeover again.
Very cool. If Walter's there and you get some like free time, I don't know if he's going or not. I think I would heard about it. But just try to like hang out by him, just walk with him, and it's like it's nonstop at E3 because majority of it is designers and people he met in the industry, years ago throughout the whole him trying to build Twin Galaxies. I mean, it's like, there's a lot of, I guess, gaming celebrities or developers there, but when you walk around with Walter just for like a couple hours and he'll wear that referee shirt, it's just,
oh, yeah.
it's an experience that you're just like, all these people like are in love with this man and they've never met, or they met him a few times in their life, and it's just how grateful they are towards him. It's just an awesome experience just to see it. So if he's there, I don't know if he's going or not, but you can hang out with him for a couple hours walking the floor. It's an experience.
Well, my question is, are they going to have another Twin Galaxies festival again in October? Will there be another one of those? Do you know the secret?
I don't know any secrets. Jace talked about that, I want to say last week or 3 weeks ago, because that same question was answered and was asked in the chat. Just a quote from back then. It's more of if the other place wants to do it. Not. It's called the Twin Galaxies Arcade and Entertainment Center, but does that entertainment center actually want to do it? So it's kind of up in the air question, I guess, more or less. Nothing guaranteed yet. Trust me, if I knew something, I'd say something different.
Okay. Well, I hope they do it again. I'd love to go back out there again.
Oh yeah, it was fun. It's in Banning, California. It was a lot of fun. So the tournaments were great. The people were great. And more importantly, the pinball is great. Who cares about video games? I don't play video games anymore. Pinball. They have lots of great vintage pinball games. So, yeah.
The only thing that was lacking was dance rhythm. And they needed a dance rhythm for the Twin Galaxies, but I went out there for the Arcade Expo, and they did bring me a Pump It Up. So that was happy. I asked them, I said, you have to have a dance game out there this time. And so they brought Pump It Out for the Arcade Expo in January.
Got a comment. She should play Stompin'. I don't know what that is. Do you know what that is? Stompin'?
Stompin'? Is that like is that like Pump It Up but angry stomping? I don't know.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I said, I shouldn't be hosting this show anymore. But nevertheless, I'm going to talk a little bit about the crap tournament. Congratulations to Andrew Barra. Come on, Video Switcher. Like I said, we are taking auditions for the next Settle It On the Screen host. So if you want to submit your applications to the Settle It On the Screen Facebook page. Nevertheless, talk about the crap tournament. Basically, it's similar to the Internet Gaming Bash of the Year. It's MAME tournament. I do miss the comic book show too, Monster. Send your message to Twin Galaxies Live and get that show back on. Back to the leaderboard. Crap tournament 8. Basically, crappy games on MAME. I don't know if they're. I didn't participate in this tournament, but there was 8 players. Maybe that's why it's called Crap Tournament 8. I don't believe it's the 8th one, but there's the games right there. I don't know if any of you people in the chat have seen this, but I don't know any of these games. The only game that I've ever played is Tugboat. So we talked about the world record. I don't know too much. I was hoping somebody would join in, but Andrew Barra got first place. Congratulations to him. Closely second place by Phil Tudos. those I don't know everybody's screen name related to their name. I know Max is Max as well, but I don't know. I can't read everybody else's name off. But some pretty awesome scores, and of course, Andrew here just demolishes anything with MAME. So congratulations to him. For those of you watching the crap tournament, so looks like there needs to be more players. Let me see. Is there a stronger leaderboard here? Doesn't. Oh yeah, there's quite a few. Oh, Donkey Kong World Champion plays one game. He gets a lousy 3 points. Great, nice job, Oakland. Was it Donkey Kong? No. So yeah, he's probably working on that 6.4 million Donkey Kong score that Jace Hall wants him to get. So that's the crap tournament. Like I said, the next tournament, the Internet Gaming Bash of the year. Get your MAME emulator working on your Windows PC. It'll be a lot of fun. It is a lot of fun. Join whatever team you want, but I think Team Twin Galaxy a little help. I'm on the team, so I'm definitely dragging down the team. So make sure you sign up. Retro Uprising. I'm surprised they only got 2 members signed up. When does sign up end? I don't know. Got to read the rules. But sign up today. So starts July 5th, 2016. And join the right team. Will you win anything? I don't know. We'll find out. So, all right. Oh, Logic, you wanted to post a link? I'm sorry. Maybe you should call into Twin Galaxies and let us know about your link. Oh, so got another 20 minutes or so. So to be honest with you, I'm out of material. Is that amazing or what? I don't have Nick here with us. He normally has some Janie's ideas. I don't know, Glenn. I don't know if you're watching the show secretly. I saw you sign into Skype. If you do have a Steam pick of the week, right now would be a great time. And speaking, I just saw the NHL comment. I know it's been around on every social media thing going out there. Sad news, especially out of Hockey Town from where I am in Detroit. Mr. Hockey has passed away this morning. Got a broadcast, so we'll say kudos to Mr. Mark Howe, his son, and his other son. I can't think of his name, but I know they're not watching the show. But sad day in the hockey world for those of you watching us play NHL 94 using Mark Howe. If it wasn't for Mr. Hockey, we would have used Mark Howe. So it sounds a little ridiculous. But that's it, pretty much. So I will play some video games here, some classic ones. Somebody just said rest in peace, Gordie Howe. Yes. I just reminded me of something. I don't know why I did. There is a lot of... I know it's social media, and I know he passed away. Maybe somebody can chime in who likes hockey. But a lot of people kept saying that Gordie Howe was the greatest hockey player of all time. I know there's always matter of opinion. He was. I mean, I love the man. I love him. Come from Detroit. Yes. Well, I always like him better than Wayne Gretzky. Yes. But, I mean, Wayne Gretzky is the greatest hockey player of all time. I mean, come on. Somebody give me a good for that. Why Gordie Howe was better than Wayne Gretzky. Don't tell me he played more games. He played in a different era. I think Wayne Gretzky had to play in a tougher area, not as tough as today. I don't think Wayne Gretzky or Gordie Howe would score as many goals as they did back in the day with the bigger pads and the better protection and the different type of sticks that they use. But, I mean, come on, Wayne... not obviously we don't want to take it away from Gordie Howe and his legacy today, but Wayne Gretzky is still the better player. I'm just saying. So, yes, they are to compare from different eras. I agree too. Like I said, you put Wayne Gretzky in today's game, I mean, I don't even. He would still score 600 goals, but the amount of assists and points. And the way the game's played now is just, it's so much tighter. You're right. It's a defensive game, especially starting in 1995, thanks to the New Jersey Devils for ruining hockey with the trap. So I know me and Nick will talk about that weeks. So, all right. So I will play some games here at some point. I could go for a world record. Oh, look, it's the Magical Wii. Oh, I gave something away there to one of our viewers. Yes, I do have Beatles Rock Band. Oh, come on, Mike. Oh, it's tough today, folks. When you don't have a technical director, a regular director, or producer standing in the studio telling you what to do, it's a little bit tougher. That's not the source we want. There we go. I need to mute that somehow. So please bear with me. I'm going to play some Rampage. Some old school Rampage on the Wii. For those of you who don't know, it might win myself a what do you call it? A Wingstop gift, or not Wingstop, a Buffalo Wild Wings gift card if you beat a Rampage world record on the Wii game. So, sorry, folks. I'm just trying to get rid of the audio. There we go. I don't want to lose you. See, that should be a competitive thing. Play Words with Friends live on Twitch, so then you can cheat constantly. It'd be great. You could see what the other tiles are. But there would always be that 7-second delay, or you can make the delay longer. Why is everybody? You know what happened to Farmville? How come there's no competitive Farmville players anymore? I haven't seen Farmville on my Facebook page in like years. Is Farmville a even thing? I could play Just Dance. Like I said, the studio. I don't have the right cameras. I only have this little web camera. So the motion. Now, me playing Just Dance. No, I don't think that'd be entertaining. It'd probably be very entertaining. So I'll play some Rampage here, old school. I think I'm trying to beat 140,000 points. I'm probably not going to do it. Hopefully it encourages you to beat the current world record, because that's what we do on Settling on the Screen and at Twin Galaxies Database. Try to one-up each other, because everyone wants to be number one, right? Right? Because no one wants to be number 2. No one wants to be number 8. Well, I mean, I'd be happy if I was Donkey Kong no, I take that back. I hate Donkey Kong, so. All right. We could just play NHL 94. Gordie Howe's not in that game, so. All right. Question is, where's the Wii controller? So if you guys got anything you want to join in the chat, like I said, oh, you know what? I know what we can talk about. We can talk about right here. People talk on the forums, for those of you watching or who participate in Twin Galaxies. This is going to be kind of nerdy if you're not into it. If you're just tracking world records and just watching the competition, you probably find this next part of the day boring. I'm curious to what people say in the chat. Come on, proposition. People or people in the forums, or some people in the forums, want to change the current policy on evidence submissions /hosting. What does that mean? Okay, so when you go to Twin Galaxies, now it's different. It's not a referee system, so people can't go, oh, you got corrupt referees, just shorten it up. The score's public. Everybody can watch the video performance. You have to submit evidence that you actually played the game, played it by the right rules, didn't cheat, but everybody on the web could view it publicly. Or in the past Twin Galaxies, you would submit your VHS tape, Betamax, DVD, upload it to a specific referee for a specific platform, and they would be entrusted by the previous owners of Twin Galaxies to say it's an official score or official world record or whatever you want. It goes in the database. So now, Jace Hall, who's created this awesome new submission system where you upload your video or any evidence. It doesn't have to be video, but it seems the community needs to see video of the actual submission to say it's a verified score, and everybody votes, I guess, in a way. I don't want to call it voting, but you say, yes, that's a good score. There's enough evidence that supports this score. Well, the the Twin Galaxies website has a video uploader that goes to Twin Galaxies, so you don't have to use YouTube or upload it to your own server. It goes in the Twin Galaxies archive. So when people come to the database 2, 5, 10, 20, 30 years later, they can actually view your performance and go, oh, that's an awesome job. And you can see how they, how they got the record, et cetera. That's kind of the purpose of it. There is some problems with uploading to the system. I don't want to say it's in beta. The website's still in beta with all these new technologies that the Twin Galaxy staff keeps putting into the website. But another way, or the first way people are providing evidence, is uploading it to YouTube and then posting the YouTube link in the evidence thread. So people would watch the YouTube video of somebody playing Rampage on Wii, watched them play it, showed the console, whatever is required by evidence, and said, hey, you know what? That's legit. Well, there has been some controversy, we like to call it, within the community, that people will post the score via YouTube into the submission, let it get voted on, say, yes, it's enough submission, and then make the video private on YouTube so nobody else can view the video later. So the community's been going back and forth on, well, should it be mandatory that people upload to the Twin Galaxies database so it can be seen publicly for future generations, et cetera, et cetera. Some people say, well, that's unfair because we have bad internet connections or the Twin Galaxies thing never works, which I do agree that some people have had those issues. But the people that we do know, I mean, this is my public opinion. If you purposely remove it, I don't know how anyone would be able to do that, because sometimes a company can copyright strike something. Nintendo doesn't do it anymore, but they did it in the past. They would strike it and it could not be public video for people to watch. So I don't know how you would police that other than having an actual commissioner saying, hey, or actual rules saying any video evidence has to be uploaded regardless. If you can't upload it, email it somewhere or email it to somebody who can, or I don't know, use a video conversion service at some point in time. I guess, Carrie, it says you should have a choice to be private or public. I guess, I don't know if you want to just sign back in. I guess, what's your opinions? Or you can type them out and I'll just read them. In terms of going for high scores, I think Twin Galaxies has evolved past everything's private. We keep secrets, I mean, when we have other sporting events that video games are trying to be, it's not that somebody goes and hits 50 or I don't know the world. Barry Bonds has a home run records. It's not like those are private world records or when it comes to that. If the voting public, yeah, I mean, the purpose of the database is to keep it public, because everybody. Well, because for example, what happens if something gets voted in, and then years later, somebody who knows the game better than anybody comes along and says, this guy from 2008 named Michael Soroka, he did this little cheat on this game. And I see it in that video. That's why I think it's important that people do use the uploading system, because then it's good forever. Because even if you're being honest and you're not blocking your video or trying to hide your techniques, etc., who says that your video is going to be up on YouTube forever? Is it always going to be free storage on YouTube? Is Google will always be around forever? Granted, will Twin Galaxies be around forever? That's another question too. You could double-edged sword question you could ask, but it's kind of silly to just assume that YouTube's going to keep your video. So I hope you do have a backup at some point if you want to be considered the world record. I know a lot of people say, well, if it's not first place score, then who matter? What does it matter? I mean, I don't care. I know some other people might care who want to get their PSI a little bit higher or lower, for those of you who know what it is. But I believe Mark says in our thing, it says, welcome to full transparency. That's right. I mean, we are all collectively the refs. But I think there just needs to be a commissioner who sets the rules that the refs make sure people follow, the community, because otherwise you get this constant chaos of, oh, we should do this, oh, we should do this, oh, we should do this, and it's just not fun and it's confusing. So that's just my opinion. I don't know if you guys think there should be a commissioner, but I'm not saying I want to be commissioner. I always say this, but there should be one person. Go back to hockey, just like everybody hates Bettman, I believe, but he does his job. It's still a viable league because no one's sitting there heeing and hawing over, well, let's do this, let's do this. You have somebody who makes an executive decision how the league should play, and then people can get back to playing and submitting instead of sitting on forums all day. Well, I want to hide my techniques. No, I don't want to give Twin Galaxies money. I like being public. Who cares? Just play it. Just play it and submit. That kind of stuff. But all right, there's my rant, ladies and gentlemen. 4 minutes left of the show, so we'll now finally play some Rampage. All right, Rampage. Well, this is a different version, but I am going to play the bonus content, which is the classic Rampage. So don't worry, I'm not playing the new one. The new one, it's the Wii. I don't consider it new, but it's not. You got to do this. You got to wave it around. It's 3D, which is cool at first, but I don't know. Maybe I'll play it one day. I'll play it and show everybody. Carrie says, but after someone votes, if the person wants to make it private, it shouldn't matter. It's already been voted on. That is true, but the purpose of the Twin Galaxies database, the new database, is to future-proof all these records. Because if there's a new technique that comes out or there is a new exploit of the game that someone discovers after the fact, we can always go back and compare it to the old submission and see if it was used. If you hide your video, you're kind of hiding in the closet. It's like, hey, I'm the world record holder, but no one else can see my techniques. Well, that's kind of silly. Don't you want the pride of showing how good you are? I mean, the performance is the best part. I mean, nothing against be out there, but when I watch Wes Copeland play Donkey Kong for his latest world record, I don't care what the score is. Nothing. I mean, Wes is cool and all. I like him as a guy, but really don't care who it is. What's entertaining to me is watching him achieve that. So by me watching him achieve that, that's the entertaining part. That's the part you want if you want to be number one on the scoreboard. You want to be the one with the most skill in displaying it off. I mean, that's why you have people showboating in sports, because they're number one. They bring it to the court, But that's right. And plus, if you like Billy Mitchell always talked about, he was the first person to kill screen it. Billy Mitchell's still more popular Donkey Kong player than Wes Copeland because of how good he was and how he promoted the game itself. For example, we talked about Gordie Howe passing away. Gordie Howe will always be remembered as a legend. He's not number one anymore. Wayne Gretzky is for scoring, but we got to share. I'm rampaging about stuff I really don't actually care about. I'm just talking about it. So, all right. I only can pick George because you got to actually pick the right, controller. So, all right, 140,000. It's probably not going to happen here by the end of the show, or ever, because I'm not good at Rampage, and My favorite part is always playing with somebody and just beating them up and trying to kill each other. So, some interesting facts. This game always loot, no kill screen. You probably just it's something like 128 cities, I believe. That might be wrong. Or probably more than that. But I know after you loop it 4 times, then the game will actually, it'll start over. The difficulty will start over the same. Always make it to Chicago and die. But this was a perfect game to have when it first came out in the arcades if you were an arcade holder, because people could just keep pumping in quarters. That's all you would do with this game. It was a genius by the programmers and business people. It's like, we need a game where the quarters just keep going in. You're never going to beat it on one life, and even if you do beat it, the game just keeps looping, so you just keep putting quarters in until you can no longer play, and it's completely satisfying. So I do have 4 more minutes, ladies and gentlemen. So we are going the full time because there's nobody on after our show. I don't know. After a while, I think I get screwed playing Rampage. It's just because I don't get no. I take that back. It's satisfying, very satisfying. I like the new the N6. I guess the 1997 Rampage game that's also on this disc. So if you want to play these on your Wii instead of downloading them, you probably go to a GameStop or a better used store. I picked this game up for $2.99, and to be honest, I've played the real game. It's called Rampage Total Destruction. It's like I said, if you just want to play this in the 1997 version. Plays well, good port, works well with the Wii controller. You should definitely pick it up. And I died as usual. There's a version on Nintendo 64. It's not the same as the 1997 arcade. They have the same new monsters, but it's a completely different port. They didn't just port it over from the arcade, kind of like Rampage is on the NES. Yeah, that's true. You study other players. You for example, you're looking at runners for your marathon world records. That's why we publicize our performances, is because then everybody can grow how to get better. For example, if we kept all information private, none would ever grow as a society. So that's why you want to put your score out there. You want to promote your score and promote yourself and show your performance, show people how awesome you are at gaming. Because if you're saying you just want to be number one and you don't want to give away your techniques, then that means you're probably not as good as you want to be on it. So you should probably improve your score before maybe you submit, Or what I like to do is I like to submit the score even if it's not good, because then it gives somebody else the purpose or the competitiveness to start playing the game and start beating my score. So maybe I have a reason to play it again. For example, I love Sonic 1, but I never played Sonic 1 again since I was a kid until I found Twin Galaxies and realized there's world records. Why would I play Sonic again? I had no purpose, but then I did. So got a minute left of the show. Thanks for all of us for joining us. Not the good-looking 4. Welcome to the show. We'll be out of here shortly. Make sure you guys tune in next week to State of the Galaxies with Jace Hall. Like us on Facebook. Watch us on iTunes or YouTube. For those of you who can't join us every other Friday night here on Twin Galaxies Live. So please join us there. Send any comments. Or if you want to replace me, send your applications to our Facebook page. We will consider them. So for my co-hosts who aren't here, screw them. No, I'm just joking. I love you, Nick. I love you, Glenn. The businessman I can eat. The girl I'm not supposed to eat. I'm supposed to let her go. So send your comments. Thanks, Carrie, for joining us tonight. It was a pleasure talking to you. We'll check out your attempt in July. So till next time, I am Michael Soroka. Thank you for joining us. And peace. Go submit some world records. Settle it on the screen. Stop settling in the forums.
Okay. Taking you out in 10,
10 seconds remaining.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
Smell my armpit.